this is Marie with the West Fork Public Library. Today we have Mayor Cottle, and he'll be answering all questions submitted before the 8th of November. If you'd like to submit your own question for the next Ask the Mayor, you can PM us on Facebook, or you can go to our website and submit your answers there. So we will post this session on Facebook and YouTube after the session. All right, so first question. What do you think about the Washington County Planning Commission's consideration of switching 171 from agricultural and residential to commercial?
So this is a big question, a little bit outside of West Fork's purview, as it is Washington County doing the rezone. And so what you're getting is my opinion, and so take it for what it is there. So I know that this is a major change. There's a lot of changes coming with the Washington County Planning Commission and what they're trying to do. And overall, I think it's a good plan. To be perfectly honest, I think what Washington County is doing is probably a decade too late. Planning is always hard. Anytime we're dealing with property rights, things get messy, things get sticky, but I think the overall design of what they're doing, they're moving in the right direction. We know that...
A brief notification interruption from the phone. We apologize.
Okay, so I have read the draft document. It's extensive, and I would say that it's a good document. I think I would like personally to see there's exceptions in the document for agricultural and farming uses. I would like to see those exceptions more explicit in the document. As far as the Highway 71 reclassification to agricultural, those people owning property along Highway 71, it directly affects you, and I get it. That's a big deal to you. I do like that the document has specified that in those commercial areas, agricultural is still explicitly available. So they're not taking the ag away from it. They're looking for what they've seen happening and what they predict is coming. That those areas are most likely going to turn into commercial areas along that corridor in the future. So, is it a perfect document? No, and I think Washington County Planning would agree it's not a perfect document. West Fork, as many of you know, we've just rewritten our planning document, and it was a long process because there's a lot that goes into it. Anytime you're talking about property rights, we have to balance being able to do what we want to do on our property that we're paying for with the counterbalance is not devaluing our neighbor's property, and so it's always a tough balance to achieve. Again, my opinion, and I'm not arrogant enough to think that I can change someone else's opinion. I'm not trying to. I'm simply stating from my opinion, I think this is a good start. Did they go too far in areas? Maybe. Did they not go far enough in some other areas? Maybe. But we have definitely seen some issues with county planning, with there not being some rules to protect both property owners and adjacent property owners. And so I think they're trying to get out ahead of things and head off some problems that they've seen happening. And all in all, I think that's a good thing. Again, I would like to see some more explicit exceptions for the agricultural community. But all in all, I don't have a major issue with it. And again, it's not affecting me directly because I don't have agricultural property along Highway 71. So I think that's about it as best as I can sum that up as the mayor of West Fork. Again, this is a county planning document, and I can see some good things in this. I can see good things outweighing the bad things in it, but that's my opinion.
All right, next question. So I think this is a follow-up question to our last Ask the Mayor. How can we as a small town get a splash pad built for kids like a lot of other towns in Northwest Arkansas, as that would be such a great thing for our town and our community?
Yeah, so we kind of addressed this in the last Ask the Mayor, and it's something that West Fork has looked into. So I believe it's been about 2 years ago. We did look into the pricing of this, what it was going to cost, where we could put it, and different avenues of that. At the time, we determined that it was just too expensive for us to put in at the time. And to give you an idea, the total cost of that, just the installation, was around $500,000, so about $500,000 to put it in. That doesn't include maintenance cost and ongoing cost associated with it. So at that time, we kind of determined that, West Fork is known for our Riverside Park, and we have a water feature there, and that's kind of where we landed on that. Was we were not ready, we were not capable of putting forth the funds or the future maintenance cost of putting in a splash pad. So it's a good question. It's something that possibly we need to reconsider, but it is something we have considered. I would also, point to whoever asked this question, or anyone that is interested in this question. So, a splash pad would be something that comes in through our Parks Department. We do have a Parks Committee that meets monthly, or most times that they meet monthly. But that committee is made up of fellow citizens, and so they get together and they look at some of these ideas. They're constantly looking for ways to better our park system, better our recreational activities in West Fork. And so if this is something that you're passionate about, I would encourage you to reach out to some of those parks commissioners or attend a Parks Committee meeting and voice your opinion and get involved and see what's going into the splash pad and how we're moving forward with that.
And if you'd like to get notifications for those meetings, you can sign up for the FOIA email list. I believe you would call the city admin office to do that.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right, and then we have a follow-up question about the October water bill. Will our water bills always be this high? Does it ever go back down to a more normal amount?
So, great question, and this is something we've been dealing with for a couple years, as you well know. And I know that it's semantics when I point out that it's our sewer bill that is extremely high. Our water bills are pretty competitive, but our sewer bills are very high, and I get that. At this time, we are still so this year to date, we are $29,000 in the hole on our sewer. So what the city collects, what we charge for sewer, and what we pay for sewer. We're negative $29,000. So the short answer is the bills won't be coming down anytime soon. And we've discussed this before that we only have about half as many citizens on sewer as we do water, and that's where the issue comes in. We have half as many people paying for the sewer infrastructure and for the sewer treatment that we do paying for water. And so with water, we're able to spread those costs out over a larger section of our population. And so with sewer, since it's fewer people, it's an amount that's higher per person. We are doing what we can to increase the amount of sewer customers we have. The Homestead subdivision between West Fork and Greenland is coming online. That's something that we were able to get some government grants to help pay for that. That's 80 homes that will be coming on soon. That's going to help share that burden and spread that cost load out among citizens. We also have a housing development going in on Smith Street. We're hoping to see another 28 homes come on there. And again, that's helping us spread that cost over a larger population. However, as I started, we're still 29,000 in the hole, so we're still trying to get to break even. Just where the sewer bills are covering the sewer cost, and we're not there yet. So we're still pulling money out of, we're using sales tax dollars just to cover those costs of sewer. It's not even paying for itself at this time. So again, in the short term, I don't see any relief coming. My hope is that yes, as we continue to grow out our population a little bit with some new homes, that yes, we can lower that, because I don't like paying it any more than anyone else does. But at present, we're kind of stuck with where we're at.
All right. Can we get pickleball courts at one of the parks?
So, yes, we can get pickleball courts at the parks. We actually have pickleball courts. They're at Carter Park. They're located on the tennis courts. And we've actually had them since 2019. So we do have a good set of pickleball courts. They are utilized. I see people playing pickleball a lot of evenings. You'll see families down there, sometimes on the weekends down there playing. But yes, we do have pickleball courts. We have 2 courts, and they are being used. And so I encourage you to check them out at Carter Park down at the tennis courts and enjoy.
All right. What are the city's plans to preserve Riverside Park? What role will it play in the Blue Way Fayetteville is developing?
Okay. So Riverside Park, what are our plans to preserve it? I think by designating it as a park, we have shown our intent to preserve it. It is going to be a park. It's going to continue to be a park. It's a recreational park that has many features at it. We have the water feature, obviously. We have the trails down there. We have some swing sets and different apparatuses for children. We have the hammock park down there. So I'm not sure how much that got used this year, but we do have some hammocks at the library, I think, still that you can rent, and you can take the hammocks down there, and we have an area where you can set up hammocks and kind of enjoy the park and the nature there. We have also purchased a piece of property that adjoins the Riverside Park, and so we have opportunity for some expansion of the park. We don't have any set ideas or plans on how we're going to do that yet. A lot of that is going to be based on what happens when they replace the bridge, and we'll get to that in a minute. I have an extra here, Marie, so don't let me forget.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Riverside is going to continue to be a recreational park within West Fork for way into the future, I guess. So yes, we are preserving it as it is, and we hope to be able to add to that in the future. Some of the complications we deal with at Riverside are flooding issues. We typically have at least 1 flood a year at Riverside. A lot of that is, it's just the course of the river over time and different things. But yeah, I think Riverside is going to be a park in West Fork for a long time to come, and we hope to add more activities and things like in that nature to the park. Maybe some more parking in the park, maybe another entrance to the park. So just stay tuned on that to see how we expand Riverside Park. As far as the Blue Way, to date, that far south on the White River is not scheduled. There's no talk of adding that to the Blue Way. Currently, the Blue Way is scheduled to start at the Dye Creek Bridge, and so from there it would go north on into Fayetteville, and I think ultimately they're hoping to take that all the way to Lake Sequoia. But there are plans definitely to start the Blue Way at the Dye Creek Bridge. But as far as coming further south toward the dam, at this time there's not any plans for the Blue Way to extend that far south.
All right. And what is your follow-up?
Okay, so the follow-up, and this is really important. We've been working for a number of years to get the state to agree to replace the bridge over the river there at Riverside. And we have got confirmation that they will be replacing that bridge. It'll probably happen, construction likely to start at the end of 2026, maybe the beginning of 2027. But the plans are starting to come together for it. And so we do have a meeting scheduled on December 5th. It'll be at the community center from 4:30 to 6:30. And the Arkansas Highway Department will be coming to give a presentation. So they have the drawing 60% complete of what the new bridge will look like and what that's going to encompass, how that's going to change Main Street coming through West Fork. So we expect that there's going to be some changes. With the change in the bridge, obviously we would like a larger bridge, and so what we had initially submitted was we wanted a 3-lane bridge with walking paths on both sides of it. We tried to ask for more than what we thought we would get so that we could negotiate down. And so what we have agreed upon so far is a 3-lane bridge with a pedestrian path on the north side of it. And so we're looking at a 10-foot pedestrian path that'll be on the north side of the bridge so that we can walk across there safely. The 10 feet of surface is wide enough to qualify for the greenway should it ever come to West Fork. That would meet the specs to tie into that. So I'm real proud of this project, that it's moving forward, and I hope to see a lot of you come out to the community center. Again, that's on December 5th from 4:30 to 6:30 to look at those plans, look at those drawings, and see how that's going to change the face of West Fork right there at Riverside Park. Anything else, Marie?
Well, that's it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you all next month.
And so get those questions in so that we have something to answer next month. We're looking forward to it. We'll be coming around the Christmas holiday. Will be coming up. So yeah, get us some questions so that we can get those answered on Facebook. You guys know I don't participate in Facebook. There's several people in town that shoot me screenshots of questions and things that are going on Facebook. But this was our way for me to reach out to Facebook and reach out to those people that aren't able for one reason or another to come to the council meetings or whatever. So I appreciate being able to do this and try to get some questions answered and give some updates on what's going on in the city.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. We're going to go ahead and close out, but don't forget to submit your questions, and we hope to see you all at the Community Center on December 5th. Bye.